Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today I have with me the brand new MG EHS Plug-in Hybrid 2024. This is a super affordable SUV, an SUV interesting that in the last year was coming in Europe more and more with more models. So basically they start to bring more more cars in even more markets in Europe. It's a well-known brand from UK, United Kingdom, but it's interesting. It's an interesting story. It's a brand that was brought by Cyl from China, and from then they grow a lot. So in the last years they come with super nice product, good quality product, and also comes with very good prices. If you want to see the full review, interior, exterior, technical data, price, all that stuff, I have a separate video on the channel. In this video we will focus on the test drive. I will give you the consumption, information about suspension, visibility, comfort, all that stuff you will find out in this video. So we will drive the car. Before we start, I want to show you 18-inch rims, also brake discs on the rear, ventilated brake discs on the front. This is the key, a super nice light key. I kind of like it. It comes with keyless entrance. Also it comes with a phenomenal interior. When it comes to the interior, I love it. It comes with aluminum pedals. Love those seats. This version that I have with me is the top of the range version. We will talk about that in a second. Let me go inside because it's quite cold outside. I will leave the key here. It has a nice place for the key. It has an armrest that is adjustable. It comes with this beautiful panoramic glass roof, LED lights in the interior, ambient light in the interior, leather steering wheel, amazing steering wheel. The quality inside the car, it's really top notch. It's like a premium car, so everywhere you have super nice soft materials. Great job. But about that, check out the review video. By the way guys, if you want to see the car, if you want to buy the car, if you are in Romania and Bucharest, check out Ariane Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. So if you want to see the car, buy the car, test drive the car, or if you have one and you want to make a service, check them out. They are very nice. Now before we start driving, I want to give you some information about the car and then we will start driving. The good part is that at least here in Romania you have, I think in all Europe is the same, you have basically 7-year warranty or 150,000 kilometers. This is just incredible, and this warranty is included to all the car, battery, motor, interior, exterior, all that stuff. Super good. Also you have one check per year for free. This is great. And also you have this assistant driving assistant, road assistance, that it's really cool. Let me give you some information and price details. So you can see the version that I have with me is the exclusive version, and the price is the most expensive version. It comes in two versions: Excite, the entry level, and exclusive. Excite start at 37,100 euro and exclusive start at 39,100 euro. For what this car offer, it's a pretty good price. You will see also it's a plug-in hybrid basically. We will talk about that in a second. And the options that you can add to the car are just simple options. You cannot add too many options because it comes kind of standard with all this stuff included in the car. So the only thing that you can add is the seats. So you can add those seats, exclusive seats that are super nice, or you can choose to have red, or you can choose to have all black. This is really cool. And then you have also the color which you can choose. We have white color that it's free, you don't have to pay for it extra. So let me give you some technical data and then we will start driving. As I said before, it's a plug-in hybrid system. That means it comes with a petrol engine and one electric motor. You can see also the graphic right there in the front. You have the petrol engine, the motor, and then you have the battery. And the petrol engine, it's a 1.5 liter 4 cylinders in line, and the motor, it's a pretty powerful one. I will give you the numbers in a second. The total power of the car, 258 horsepower, 370 newton meters, can do 0 to 100 in 6.9 seconds. Also the CO2 emission, 43 grams. Consumption estimated, we will see in this video as well, it's 1.8 liters. I will reset it and we will check the consumption. We will go on the highway, in the city, we will make a mix. And the front wheel drive system, so both electric motor and also petrol engine will drive the front wheel of the car, and it's connected to an automatic transmission, 10-speed automatic transmission. Very interesting one. It's a 6-speed for the petrol engine and 4-speed for the electric motors. This is kind of the new trend these days. Also Renault used something similar, but yeah, we will talk about that probably in another video. The battery capacity, the gross battery capacity 16.6 kilowatt hour, and usable it's 14.9 kilowatt hour. It's a lithium battery under the trunk. The power of the electric motor 122 horsepower, and the power of the thermal engine 162 horsepower. Pretty powerful, both of them, so you have more than enough power in this car. So I mean, total power it's 258 horsepower, more than enough for daily uses. Also probably great cruiser. The fuel tank capacity 37 liters, this is very important, and the ground clearance 14.5 centimeters, turning circle 11.1 meters. It comes with independent McPhersons on the front, and independent multi-link suspension on the rear, ventilated brake disc on the front and brake disc on the rear, 18-inch rims, and I guess those are the most important information, guys. We will start driving, and as I go I will give you more information. I just start the engine because outside it's pretty cold, so we need a little bit of time that the car to get warmer. But what I notice, I will stop the engine for a while, and I want to show you when you come. Here is the start stop engine button. When you come and start the car, it comes with a nice graphic, but when it started for the first time, now it's working perfectly. But usually you see you need a little bit of time, maybe around 20 seconds until the system it starts, so it's not everything so direct, so it has a little bit of delay, you need a little bit of waiting. Also, the great part is that you can choose to save the battery for later. For example, we have like 24%, 24 kilometer battery, 46% battery right now, and you can choose from here, from the menu, to keep the battery for later. If you leave it on default, the car will choose for you. If you put it on medium, the car will hold probably only 20%. And if you choose to have high battery level, so the car will try to run more the petrol engine in order to charge the battery that later you can use only in electric mode. And you have this button EV here that you can press it and the car will drive only in electric mode if you have enough battery. This is really important. It comes with electronic handbrake, auto hold, downhill assist, 360 degrees cameras. From here you press this button, you can see that it has cameras around the car. The resolution of the camera is not the best, but the view it's very useful, so you can see for yourself. From my point of view, it's super useful. I saw it also in the nighttime and it's super useful. You have also this 3D view that it's also super useful, super cool. Yeah, from my point of view, stability control, it's right here on the screen. You have to go here in the driver handling. If you go to driver assistance systems, you have a lot of safety features, and I was impressed about that. Now, the blind spot technology, it's right here. The light, I will show you when we go on the highway. You have the lane assist. You can choose to have only alert, only departure assist, or lane keeping assist, that the car will hold you. You have also a button here behind this stalk that activate and deactivate this lane assist. Is very simple, you don't have to go into the menu. And also here behind the steering wheel you have a stalk that you can set up the cruise control, the same like Audi. It's basically the same as Audi use it as well in the, not the newest cars, in the pre-newest cars I should say, but it's really cool. About that we will talk also in the review video, because they have SAIC and Audi Volkswagen Group have some links in China, because they build the cars together, and in China basically SAIC will build the Audi and Volkswagen cars for China themselves. So that's great, because you have some parts, some elements that are taken from there. But yeah, it's other story. Forward collision warning, all that safety feature, and then you have MG Pilot, they call it autopilot, and then rear drive assist. It comes with all that blind spot technology, rear drive assist, lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, and opening doors, and all that stuff, lights, and even more. I think I show you almost everything, the most important things, right? The climatic system, yeah, you have to go here and then you can choose how you like to have it. Also, it comes with heated seats. This is the button for heated seats. You just press it and the seat will heat up. But I will leave it on level 1, 22 degrees manual, just like on other cars, other tests. And now we can start driving, and also here is the home screen, and then I will turn on the navigation, and I will show you this digital screen that it's super cool from my point of view. I definitely like it. It's simple but customizable, and it shows you so many cool information. Like here's the consumption, here you have the tire pressure. Let me show you. Here you have the battery voltage, the 12-volt battery voltage. Here you have the ammeter, voltmeter, motor speed, and engine speed. How cool is that? All kind of info. Here you have a nice graphic with what happened with the energy and battery. Current journey, I will reset it definitely right now, and we will see in the end what kind of consumption we can get. So yeah, press OK to restart. I restarted, and let's drive, guys. Current journey, so we have to remember that. Good. Let's drive it. This is the stalk to drive. Just press this button, put it in drive, back it's in drive, forward it's in reverse, so you can see it's activating also the cameras. And let's drive it. Let's drive the car. Maybe wait a second to adjust the seat. I think it's right now good. Let's drive it. First of all, the thing is that you have electric adjustable seats, but the seats stay a little bit taller, so you're not able to go super low on the car. Basically, it doesn't allow you to go too much low. It holds you a little bit higher, so that's something to keep in mind. And you have this higher, you can go higher a lot, but lower you cannot go too much lower. So that's a thing. It holds you a little bit higher on the ground, so that gives you that higher position of driving, so you really feel like you are in an SUV. Doesn't have that sporty driving position where allow you to go all the way down. First impression, I drive the car yesterday all day, almost all day I drive it. And to be honest, guys, by the way, let me deactivate that thing with the energy, because otherwise we cannot see how it works. I will put it on default, so the car will choose itself how to run, because we have enough battery, we have enough power there. And you can see the graphic there with what happened. I drove the car yesterday all day, and I have to tell you, I'm really impressed with how good the car it is. I'm really impressed with this engine, with these motors and this transmission. It works really smooth. I never felt something is wrong or you hear something wrong. Everything was working so smooth, so nice. And the great part is that if you saw the review video, I show you there under the hood, and there they have a great insulation to the engine. That means not too much noise from the engine to the cabin, and that's super impressive for a car in this price. I'm crazy impressed with how good they did it, and you barely hear any noise. Now, you don't have any other choice in terms of steering. It has only one choice, so you can put it more stronger or softer or stuff like that. It's just the way it is. Also, you cannot choose energy recuperation levels like in other cars. Here is just standard. When you release the acceleration pedal, it will recuperate a little bit, but when you press the brake pedal, it will recuperate depending on how much you press the brake pedal. So it's a simple system. You don't have to stress about different driving modes like sport mode, eco mode, stuff like that. It's just have one mode. You know, depending how you press the acceleration, the car will react. If you press it slowly, it will react slowly. I like the fact that on the screen, on the digital screen on the right side, it shows you how much power you use, and it shows you when you recuperate energy. On the left, it shows you the speed, and it's quite a nice system. It's light to drive the car. It's definitely the steering wheel somewhere, I should say, in the middle. Is not super light, but also not stiffer. It's just perfect for daily driving. It's like a normal mode, I should say, in other cars. It's also pretty smooth. It feels relatively good quality. You can see we have almost 1 km/h. Yeah, basically, let me show you the cruise control. You activate it from here, basically lane assist, yeah. And then once you activate, it's very simple. You go up like an Audi, and it's basically the same thing, man. And you just set it here, for example, and the car will stay between the lanes, will accelerate, will brake. It has this MG pilot, they call it, and you can see when it sees the car in front, it will brake and it will hold. You can see it gives you some warning. It will hold the distance between you and this car. You can rotate this one here and you can choose a less distance, and it will go even closer from the car in front. So what I noticed, and from my tests yesterday, I noticed that it's a pretty good system. I wasn't expect to be that good. It stays pretty good between the lanes. It keeps the distance well. So look at this. For example, this car come in front, it sees it, and it's braking itself. I didn't touch anything. It's just the warning that hold the right now. Here it goes a little bit on the left side. So it's not a perfect system, but still a very good system. The point is that you have to keep your hands on the steering wheel and always pay attention to the road for all the systems, not only for this one, but in general it's doing a good job. But you have to pay attention to the road. Always pay attention to the road. Let me deactivate this. You just go forward, you press this button, you just take the control right now. Super simple, nothing complicated. It's easy behind the steering wheel. The visibility wise, very good around the windows. Also here in the mirrors, visibility here is not perfect, but it's fine. Also, sometimes it seems to be this area a little bit bigger on the down part here, but nothing to worry. It's just something that I notice. In some certain area you need to move just a little bit, but it's totally fine. Position is great. You have this armrest that you can adjust it. Lovely seats, lovely driving position. The quality feel great. The steering wheel quality is great. It cruises at 100 without any problem. 258 horsepower. It's more than enough for going on the highway. In terms of sound insulation, at 110, for example, right now it's cold outside, I think a little bit windy, it's basically quite good. It's not perfect, but it's good. I should say we will go on the other side, we will test it as well, and I will give you a rating. But another thing that I was super impressed, and I hope I can test it a little bit later, are the brakes. And right now I release the acceleration pedal and you can see it's recuperate only -9, and then press more the brake and will recuperate even more energy. It's not like rolling, you know, it's not just rolling, it's just recuperate a little bit. You feel a little bit of power added, but that I think the car will choose that itself as well. So basically it's a smart system. And you know what I was surprised to see is the fact that I drive the system from Renault, the E-Tech system, the full hybrid system, that it's also phenomenal and you have some great options. But there, because you have only 6-speed and you have 4 speeds for petrol engine and 2 for electric motor, there you hear sometimes the engine revs. You hear the revs a little bit higher. But here, because it's a 10-speed automatic transmission, you have a 6+4, you have 6-speed for the petrol engine, that allow the car to change a little bit faster, and you don't hear that engine. So the engine is super silent. I was crazy impressed. It's more silent than Mazda MX-30 REV. It's more silent than the one from Renault, and I don't remember exactly the other ones. Toyota, it's also pretty silent. So here I was crazy impressed. I didn't expect that. Also in the curves, stay pretty well. It doesn't have a super handlings. You see, it is a little bit, they kind of set up the suspension between comfort and sporty. They cannot make it too stiff, but also cannot make it too soft. So in the curves you can expect like more like a normal mode in most of other cars. If you know, like normal mode, this is it, or yeah, or comfort mode. Acceleration wise, boy oh boy, it is good. I mean, you reach the speed very simple, because most of the cars these days, in Europe at least, they offer kind of small engines. There are a few that offer you powerful engines, but this one, 258 horsepower, it's more than enough. So it cruises on the highway, no problem. I mean, you cruise at 120, you see right now, it's no problem. The car, it feels like it has even more power. 130, yeah, now we go downhill. You start to hear a little bit of wind from outside, but nothing serious. It stays pretty good on the road. You can pass the other cars without any problem. Check this out. Really, really easy. I don't struggle at all, and it's still going on, right? It is still have a lot of power. Surprisingly, you hear some wind noise, but at this speed it's good, man. The sound insulation is good. Maybe I will give it an 8, around there, 7.5, 8. Now again, if you want to activate this, you do it super simple. Press this button, and then the car is just activated, and the cruise control and the lane assist, you see it's going. Yeah, it's not perfect, the lane keeping assist, but it's fine. At least at those kind of speeds, it's not, definitely not perfect. We drive right now 124, and the car, it feels so light. I don't know, I have that feeling that I'm driving an American car, probably because this engine was made with GM in combination and yeah, collaboration. But it feels that you have plenty of power, and yeah, I have nothing to complain, man. I mean, it feels solid, it feels good build. Now another interesting thing is the fact that right now you recuperate energy. The pedals, bro, the pedals are so smooth. I was crazy impressed. So when you press the pedals, it feels so good quality. That's another thing that impressed me. And not only that, but also auto hold, it's engaging so smooth. I can definitely compare it with Toyota. Toyota have also a very smooth system and very nice. And this one here, it's also crazy smooth. So when you press the brake, it's engaging so easy. And yeah, everything, it's quite nice. You hear a little bit of electric engine, it's running right now. You can hear it a little bit. The suspension are fine, also the same story, kind of in the middle setup, not too comfy, not too stiffer, somewhere in the middle. The price of this car, as I said, guys, it's around 39,100 euro with all this option, panoramic glass roof, all this autopilot, plug-in hybrid system, LED lights on the exterior, in the front, on the rear. I think MG in the future will be a super important car manufacturer in Europe also, and not only, because I feel like they make quite stable, quite good cars. You see here over the bumps, it's doing quite fine. Only when there are big bumps you feel a little bit stiffer. But in general, the suspension wise are quite similar over the range on all other car manufacturers, excepting some other. I'm not talking about premium cars, I'm talking about the same level cars with kind of the same price, excepting the Citroën C4, C5X, where they have just lovely comfort. Suspensions are super good there. And check out the videos if you want to see those test drive and reviews with them. But in general, super stable car. I love it, really love it. I was impressed, man. I didn't expect. I saw so many people talking about. I never drive it. It's for the first time when I drive this. I drive MG4, but I never drive this HS or EHS but now that I drive it, I feel quite impressed. I see so many people praising the car. Oh, good price. Oh, great car. Stuff like that. And I was like, man, it has to be something there. And now I drive it, and I have to definitely tell you, it's a good car. It's a well-built car. The engine is not a new stuff. It used parts, a lot of parts from other collaboration with big car manufacturers like GM, Volkswagen Group, because they, as I said, they collaborate in China. And basically you have 7-year warranty, the same as Kia offer also. 7-year warranty or 150,000 kilometers. Some of you guys, I don't know in how many years you will make 150,000 kilometers. And this is a peace of mind, man. In these days, with those prices, with expensive services, I think it's not bad to have such a extended warranty. You know, you don't have to worry about anything. If it's broke, also it gives you road assistance. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's quite impressive. It's doing pretty fine. Also in the roundabout, the turning circle is not extraordinary, but everything is kind of normal, if I can say that. You see now the sound insulation, you can make an idea with this noise here. The guys are working here, and it's pretty fine. It's pretty fine. Also the sound insulation. Comfort is good. Everything is arrayed pretty well here. You have navigation. Of course, it's not super navigation like we find on, for example, I don't know, the new Renault have a better navigation and multimedia system, but the cockpit is great. It's perfect the way it is. It's simple to use. It's perfect. On the navigation side, it's also good. It's responding pretty fast, pretty simple to the commands, but they can still improve it, and there are other on the market that are a little bit better, but it's not bad at all. I mean, it's working quite fast. I show you that also in the review video. Also, you can set a destination super fast. There are much more other multimedia system on the market that are worse than this one, let's say like that. This one, it's pretty good, and it's also simple. You can use it faster. The only thing I wish was to be tilted a little bit to the driver, you know. I want to be a little bit closer to me, easier to use, you know, because it's kind of straight for all the people in the cars, but I want to have it for me. Probably because they have also this function that other cars doesn't have, video and pictures. Maybe other people watch videos and or picture. I don't think so with those phones these days, but still. Now you can see right now we drive only in electric mode, and we still have 19 kilometers to go. So we use the car. You can see this is here are a little bit bigger bumps, but the car is doing lovely. And the train is coming. I was so lucky because we didn't catch that train. Oh, that was nice. That was good. Anyway, I feel like I have so much power, more than enough power on the car, so it doesn't feel underpower. No underpower. You feel powerful in the car. You feel like a proper SUV. And I know so many people complain these days, 3 cylinders, stuff like that, and this one might be an option for those of you that don't like that new technology. The curiosity and what I want to see on this car is the consumption. I want to see if the consumption it's good enough, you know, because you have a big engine, you have, yeah, let's say bigger consumption basically, but it's not a rule, so we should check out on the end of this video. But yeah, overall I like the car. Definitely worth checking it out. Definitely worth go and test drive it and see the car, because you might love the car. Now we will park here and we will see also the consumption. But the view, it's so good. The view, it's great. It doesn't have a head-up display, but you don't even need it, man. You have this digital cockpit that you have a good view. You see here, you feel a little bit stiffer over those speed bumps. Nothing serious, but just a little bit there. See, the steering wheel is not very assisted, so you can expect to be a little bit heavier. I can compare it definitely with the Mazda one, you know, in terms of heaviness. But yeah, you see, you turn it, 11.1 meter. Ooh, not bad. But yeah, as I said, it's not super assisted. Now, let me park the car and we will just talk a little bit about it. So I want to show you also, when you go in reverse, just press the button, go in reverse, and now you can see, yeah, the 360 degrees camera, it's more than enough. It's perfect. I mean, it doesn't have super resolution, but it's more than enough to make an idea what it's around the car. You can see also in 3D, I showed you before. Press the parking button, everything is engaging automatically, electronic handbrake, auto hold, everything works super fine. Now, consumption wise, 5.8 liters plus 7.5 kilowatt hour. That was our consumption, guys. From my point of view, it's fine for a plug-in hybrid. It's okay. I'm happy that it's not over 6-7 liters, so that means it's as expected, and we still have 17 kilometers to go. So yeah, this is also pretty okay. Anyway, that was the trip, guys. I hope you get some useful information from here. I hope the video was useful. If you still have question, ask me down below, whatever question you have. Also, yeah, as I said, I think it's a very good car to take into consideration these days. Super nice interior, ambient light, quality materials and attention to details are super impressive from my point of view. So for this price range, for a car under 40,000 euro, it's just impressive. It's an SUV, it's a pretty big SUV. So if you have to compare it with another car in this class, for example Volkswagen Tiguan, or I don't know, yeah, it's hard to say, Hyundai Tucson, it's also much more expensive. It's really hard. There are a lot of competition in this class here. In this size, there are a lot of cars. But when it comes to price offer, I think MGHS, it's super fine. Now guys, if you want to see it, if you want to test drive it, if you want to buy it, check out Ariane Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen, so you can check them out. They are super nice, they will help you with everything, and you can buy the car from them. Also, if you have questions, ask me down below. Whatever question you have, I will try to answer you with pleasure. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my videos, guys. I really appreciate that. Don't miss out the full review with the same car, because it will be really interesting. In general, if I have to give it a rating, I will give it a 9.9 for this car. It's a pretty good, pretty stable, good price, good offer, good quality, good driving feeling. Not too many things to complain about. Anyway, see you in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Bye.